Okay, I'm doing this video more of a test on the axioms. While the stats on the axioms are actually good and everything, and they should have a nice wind up. The problem I've been having is I believe they're not winding up like they're supposed to, and I do believe this is because of the 20-second reload they've got on the axles. Now, if you can get enough buffs on there with tactical mods and everything, you might be able to get that down more. But myself, I'm just giving up on the axioms because they're not reloading properly. Now, you'll see here in a minute, boom, that axiom right there that my cursor's over is firing. And it will fire at him for the entire channel. And if you watch closely, see, that's the axiom firing. While it is firing fast, it never does get full wind up, even after 5 minutes of firing. Now, I did originally keep the axioms until these tier 7 conqueror hulls started coming out, because the axioms have great concussive damage per projectile. But as you can see, this axiom right here is never winding up. I've also got a couple other axioms in here. I don't remember where they're at. And you should be just seeing him getting pounded with axiom projectiles at the moment. And he's not. I've got 3, maybe 4 axioms in the base. With the amount of reload and everything and the mathematics, with the wind up once the wind up kicks in, he should have never even been able to get into the base with the amount of projectiles that was in the air. But he did. This particular guy while he does have good armor on his stuff and everything, he just ain't got enough damage to do diddly. Notice he's just barely scratching my turret right here and my OP, and he just lost both onslaughts. I do believe he's got D55X on these sloths though, because the sloths took a hell of a pounding from my cat morts. The D55X siege missile will add explosive deflection. Now, if this King's Writ was built right, should have got in. But as you can see, and I'll go ahead and let this play out so you can have a good laugh, is my guard fleet's gone. A good portion of my turrets are gone. And watch what happens. Boom, there went the Inquisitor. I knew that wasn't going to go far. Now watch the King's Writ. Now why this idiot even stayed right there and everything, God only knows. He should have blitzed into the base. Glacial is already reloaded. And there's that part of the test. Now I have refitted my axoms with maxums. Now I'm going to go over here and show you. The maxim has a reload time of 7 seconds. You add the concussive belt on there, that's a 40% reload. Let's see here. Calculate that out. That brings it down to somewhere around 5.5 to 6 seconds, roughly. I could be more exact with a calculator, but my mind ain't that great. Now, the windup is less on the bonus reload on the maxim versus the axioms. But because the initial reload is less, I actually see a lot more projectiles. See, the axiom has a 20-second reload time. That's freaking huge. And even with a 40% boost on there, you're not getting enough to get it down there. And now that Kixeye has put a stack limit on your tactical mods, even if you run 3 fire support 2s on your axioms, you're not going to get that thing down to 6 seconds on the reload. Now, it does have great bonus reload on the windup, and by all rights, should be just peppering the incoming fleets with that bonus reload. But because of that reload time I believe that it doesn't work. Or it could be glitched, I don't know which, but it's just not working like it should. So I've refitted to maxums to get more projectiles out there, and I will be back in a second, as it won't be the same base, it'll be a friend's base that I'll show you a video of the maxums just hammering these onslaughts. Okay, here's a video of a friend's base and he has 3 maxums in here. Now watch here. These maxums right here, watch how many projectiles they spit out. And I got my cursor over the top of one. He's got 2 others back here a little bit. Watch how fast these things spit out compared to my axles. And why these idiots always go for our portals first on the outside, God only knows. They chew up time and their ships and everything. And this is supposed to be one of the premier clans in the game that's hitting us. Now he's coming in with onslaughts. Now look right closely here, as if you can see them. I'm going to pause it. These little blue projectiles are coming from that axiom, or maxim. Just watch how fast that thing gets that going. When you got multiples in the same area, that thing just peppers you. Now he does have the turrets pinched at the moment, so, but it didn't seem to help him much. It did reset the reload and the wind up on the maxums, but watch what happens. This guy's actually got decent damage on his flutes. He can deal out some pretty good damage. He should have actually been able to kill this base if he wouldn't have been waited to try to kill those portals before he went in. Now, also, we've got something that has come back into the game that a lot of people is not real familiar with on basers, and that's the tactical mods. Alright, there's blueprints, and then there is research ones. These tactical mods right here. Now you're familiar with them on the buildings, but it's been a few years before we've used them in bases. And these new Tier 7 Conqueror hulls, you can put these on your ships in the bases. Now these do not stack. There is no stacking ability on them. They don't show they stack. There is a kicksite post showing that the engine disruptor itself doesn't stack at all. So there's no benefit of running the same tac mod on all of your ships, on your baser. Now, that brings back to this little jewel, the cold snap turret. And there's also a frostbite with less range, and its cold snap ability doesn't last as long. The cold snap ability lasts 5 seconds. What this does is it takes away the tactical mod, the tactical field. It also takes away auras, overloads, etc. Not confirmed yet, but I do think that possibility it may deactivate the res cap too. The res capacitor and res batteries. You can put use the frostbite in its place. It's the non-limited version. It's only got a 105 range. The cold snap has a 140. And if you notice down there at the bottom, the special abilities only last for 2 seconds instead of 5 seconds. So if you ain't got the cold snap, get it. It's going to help you with those tactical mods in the for the basers hitting your base today. I hope this video has showed you something and have learned from it. Sorry, the last video with the maxums was not the greatest. I'm actually waiting for somebody to hit me, and nobody seems to want to hit me right now. But when I get a good base hit, and I'll get a good clear video of the maxums at work and post that for you. Please like and share and